All right, it's been a while since I made some kind of videos on YouTube, or really anywhere. I started out trying to do this to be one of the cool kids online, and it turns out I didn't find it to be very cool. Now I'm interested in making a video because I really believe this is something that gun buyers, gun shoppers need to know. This is the Systems CR920XP. I bought this on a whim with the expectation that it would be problematic for a minimum of 200 to 500 rounds. All the reviewers online, not all of them, a lot of them say that these Shadow Systems are overpriced junk. A lot, if not most, have serious malfunctions during the 200 round break-in period. I was expecting that. I was actually bought this expecting that I would have to end up buying a Glock 43 recoil spring assembly, send it back to Shadow Systems for some upgrades or retrofitting or whatever it is people have done. But I bought it because I loved the way it felt in my hand. I really think that it's the best carry option on the market. Why do I think that? Because I've had numerous micro compact 9s. When the Glock 48 first hit the market, I don't know what, 5 years ago or so, I ran out and bought one that day. I'm a Glock 19 loyalist. I love that gun, always have, always will. But I bought that with the expectation that it would be a single stack Glock 19, and it basically is. But shooting it was not for me. And very much un-Glock-like, I had several failures with it. Failures to feed, failures to eject. I don't know what the problem was. I sold it off as ammo related, but I really do think it was probably initial release, first year, first product run. It just wasn't that great. So I sold it off, traded it off on something actually. A short while later, about 3 years ago or so, I bought a Hellcat Pro. In the gun store, I adored that gun. Dry firing it, I adored that gun. Live firing it was an absolute disgusting mess to me. I hated everything about it. I didn't like the recoil impulse. I didn't like the accuracy of it. I just really didn't like it. So I sold it off or traded it off on something else. A little while later, I had purchased a Shield Plus carry comp just earlier this year. Everything I didn't like about the Glock 48 and the Hellcat Pro, you could apply to the Shield Plus carry comp. It recoiled like an uncompensated gun. It was not accurate, and the trigger was hot garbage. I don't care. You may love yours. I don't care. Good for you. Mine was hot garbage. So I traded it off on a M&P 2.0 compact. Adore that gun. It's a good one. It's a Glock 19 with different features. Literally, it's a really good gun. So I got an itch to buy something small again. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And I was going to get a Reflex XL. Really like that gun. I have a FN 545 that is an absolute tack driving beast. Love it. Flawless, no failures. It's an FN. They don't fail often. But on a whim, I bought this one instead. And I'm glad I did, simply because I am a Glock fan. So I bought this, bought a bunch of ammo, took it to the range without the dot on there. And I burned through like 150 rounds, maybe 100 rounds, something like that. No problem. The following week, I finished the 200 plus round break-in period. Still no problems. I am at roughly 1,200 rounds with this weapon right now, with junk ammo, made in Turkey. I haven't shot any steel or aluminum case stuff, but that'll probably be this weekend. Like I said, 1,200 rounds. I am at no failures, none. I also added the HoloSun SCS carry. I absolutely love this optic. It fits the gun like an absolute glove. Actually, I think it even looks good on there. The lines of it match the lines of the pistol real well. And it's an absolute tack driver. This gun, with or without the optic, this gun is a beast. The recoil impulse due to this compensator is unlike any Micro 9 I've ever shot. This recoil is very similar to a Glock 19 or even a Glock 45 or Glock 47. They're very hard to distinguish apart just recoil wise. And yes, I compare them back to back to back. The trigger, I initially thought it was less than desirable. For a $1,000 gun, I thought, man, this thing should have a better trigger. But to be honest with you, just after it's 1,200 rounds or so, the thing is very smooth. It's got some take up, which I appreciate take up with a striker fired pistol, especially a carry pistol without a safety. That take up to me serves in place of the safety. You have a little bit of caution before the magic happens, right? So you got take up to an absolutely firm wall. Crisp break. I don't know what the weight is. I won't even guess. I'm going to guess around 5 pounds. The reset is typical Glock Gen 3. You can feel it. You can hear it. Very tactile reset. Then right back on the break. I'm going to continue to practice and train with it and carry with this gun. It's now perhaps my favorite pistol that I own. And I have numerous Glocks. I have a Platypus. I have the FN 545. I also have a Kimber Custom 2. That's probably my least favorite gun out of my collection, but I have a Husky, and her name is Kimber, so my wife bought this for me, to just kind of, commemorate her. So it's a nice gun to have. It's a very pretty gun, and I got no failures with that either. So I can't say it's a bad gun. It's just something I'm not really into. Single stack, 45 ACP, low capacity, heavy gun to carry. I don't really do much of anything to it. I take it out once or twice a year and burn through 100 rounds, clean it, and put it back in the case. But back to this, if you're curious about a Shadow Systems and you're looking for a carry gun, don't ignore this little gem. The CR920XP is magic to shoot. The only regret I have buying this is I wish I would have known the XL was coming out, and I would have probably waited on it, because I do think that the one of the main benefits, I should say, to 9mm is the speed of the round. They say speed kills, right? Speed helps hollow points expand. Speed basically helps penetration. This compensator undoubtedly reduces some of that speed. If I could go back a month or two when I bought this, I would have certainly bought the XL. But I'm very pleased with this, and I will keep this for as long as I can possibly keep it. As long as I don't need to sell it for financial reasons, God willing, I don't have to go through any kind of major financial setback. And even then, selling a used plastic pistol, you don't get crap for a return on it. So selling it off won't be on my agenda anytime soon. Fits my hands. I'm 6'3", 250, just for reference. You can see the bottom of the gun is all but flush with the bottom of my pinky. I can do mag changes without getting pinched, and it's very comfortable. 2 thumbs up on this one. Highly recommend. Thanks for watching, guys.